Blessings, melanated people, God's people. Man, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and brother, we're out here loving, living, and enjoying life. I received another message from the ancestors. It was really more of a clarification. A associate and I were having a discussion, and he made the statement, she's a righteous woman. And I said, yeah, I called the name of another woman, and I said, yeah, she's a righteous woman too. And that kind of stuck with me. And later on that evening, while sitting and pondering in a semi-meditative state, it came to me, they spoke clearly to me and said that you and he were mistaken about that. I said, well, what do you mean? And they said that the women you were speaking of are religious women, not righteous women. And they gave me an example. They said that Jane Elliott is a righteous woman because she risked all for the people outside of her race. She's lost friends, she's lost family members, and she's lost a lot, but yet and still for years and years, since the 70s, she has been speaking her truth. He said, that's a righteous woman. And then another woman came to me, they said the woman in the Bible, when David said, I'll kill everything that pisses against the wall, he said, because her husband wouldn't feed David's men, and said he was a foolish man, but she risked it all to go against her husband because he could have had her stoned, he could have had her killed. But she took food from the storehouse and supplies and took it to David to stop the slaughter of her people and of her children. Said she risked it all. She said a righteous woman risked it all. A righteous woman doesn't just pray and talk about what's right and what's wrong. A righteous woman stands, or a righteous man, or righteous anything, stands for something and risk it all for everything. They said that even though the definition of righteousness has been changed in the dictionary, in the modern dictionary, and been associated with religious law, they said that's not righteousness. They said righteousness is to risk it all and to not have fear for what is right, and to know what is right, not to be told what is right by a commandment or a Bible, but to know within what is right, to have your righteousness and your inner self to tell you what is right. These terms and these words in this matrix mean a lot, melanated people. So whoever this message was for, whoever needed to hear this is what the ancestors told me to give you. Well, that's it, melanated people. Be blessed. Touch feet to soil. Take in plenty of sunlight. Moonlight if you can. But most of all, love your melanated self. Be blessed.